A late night celebration from firefighters. Votes just moments ago deciding to let them keep their jobs. The city of Folsom making a decision just minutes ago.
Thanks for staying with us at 11. I'm Marley Ginter.
And I'm Tony Lopez.
Your reporter covering Sacramento County, Madison Keevy, is live for us in Folsom, breaking down that decision that was just made. Madison.
Marley, the vote was a yes, which means 10 firefighter vacancies can get filled with those men that stood in the back of the room, as well as a station can stay open here after a lot of public discussion, hours worth of it, as well as questions from the city council. Effectively, the leaders in charge said they changed their minds and they'll find other places to make those needed cuts.
Cuts to public safety put everybody at risk. We're talking about gambling with people's lives.
Inside one of Folsom's 6 fire stations, concerns about funding are top of mind.
The longer it takes us to get somewhere to respond to a call, the more at risk a person or their home can be.
The what-ifs are loud for the Folsom Fire Department. First up for debate at the city council, as the city faces a $3 million budget shortage. And at the end of the month, 10 new firefighters are set to start the academy.
This is a concern. And it's one of those things that we have to face when we have a deficit. And there's no easy decisions, especially when we're looking at this.
City manager since March, Brian Whitemeyer, says it's not just fire at risk. Freezing all general fund positions, including police, is on the table.
So it's just going to be an increase in time waiting for an ambulance to get you to transport to the hospital.
It's unclear just how much response times will increase. But already the department says firefighters are working at max capacity.
We would be down to 2 ambulances in town. What we're seeing is about 6.5 hours a day where the city of Folsom has no ambulances in town at all.
Public comments echoed firefighter concerns.
It's on the shoulders of everybody in the community. Safety first.
Think more about the time and response, relieving these guys of all of the overtime, helping them, giving them the tools they need to be able to respond and save a life. Our lives are what, and the safety that we have here in Folsom is what makes this community great.
Those points seemed to work. They were repeated by many speakers and community members that came up to talk to the council tonight, as well as to talk to the city manager, who had presented this plan as a way to get the city out of that budget shortfall. It's not completely over with, or they're not entirely out of the woodwork yet. It's a celebration tonight for those 10 firefighters to then start the academy at the end of the month. But there's still some really tough decisions that the city has to make about their budget and getting back in the green, and also sustaining that for, the next years on years, as they were talking. So it's a celebration tonight, but they still know that there could be things that come down that need to be cut. And that decision, wouldn't be made until the next meeting, which is next month.
And Madison, remind our viewers, this close call for cuts comes after voters rejected a tax increase, right? That would have paid for this?
Tony, yeah, that was Measure G back in November, and basically it would have added a cent to the sales tax here, and voters shot it down. They said no way. It would have brought in about $29 million annually, the city manager told me. He came in after that vote, and so he says that basically they're working within their means, and that's why some of these really hard budget decisions are being made right now, because the voters, he says, essentially told the city they don't want to spend more money. They want the city to use what they have.